Everyone, Sheila back again. Welcome to my channel. It is Tuesday, 2:20 and I will only be here until about 7:30 tonight because I'm going to my quiz night tonight, which I pick my friends up at 8 o'clock. But I am on another rant. That's all I seem to do these days, rant. This is another AB rant. I was on about AB the other day, like praising them for, which was good, what they'd done about reducing the buyer protection insurance thing, reducing it down from the standing charge from 75 pence to 10 pence, but they did put the percentage of whatever your order came to up from 4% to 6%. I thought it was 7%, but I've sold one or two patterns lately and they have been charged, instead of £2.80 now, they're only charged £2.22, because I charge £2 and AB on a £2 pattern they put 22 pence on, so that's a 10 pence standing charge and 6 pence on each pound, so it's 6 pence in the pound. The thing, it's a little bit more for what the value of the things are for, a lot more if you buy a lot more. But anyway, I am ranting now about their what they call simple delivery, which is not simple delivery. When they first put that on, they gave us the option of whatever courier we were using. We could download the label from eBay, and all their labels have tracking on. That's why they want everybody to do that, so that there's tracking on everything that we sell. But I don't like their simple delivery. I like to go to the post office myself, because their labels, it is a little bit cheaper getting it from eBay, but I prefer to do these things myself and go to the post office and get the things weighed to make sure I have the weight correct, because I could download a label, like say for a large letter, second class, which is what I always send, second class, small letter, large letter, or parcels. I don't send anything full class because it costs too much to send them that way, especially if you put tracking on. The tracking, it costs more to put tracking on a second class large letter than it does on a second class parcel. When I send a second class parcel, it only costs me, I'm not sure whether it's 15 or 20 pence extra to put tracking on, but it's about 70 pence if you put it on a second class large letter. I don't know why it costs more for something like that, but it does anyway. But eBay wants you to download their labels and pay you for the postage and the tracking and everything. And I know with the large letter thing, if I send something second class, it costs me £1.55, as long as that large letter packet, or it's a small parcel actually, because it's a bit bigger than ordinary letter, and you can get up to 100 grams, cost me £1.55, but 1 gram over that, and it's a lot more. I think it's about £2. I'm not sure. It's around about £2 for it's over the thing. I'm not sure how much eBay's labels are for them ones, but I use my weighing machine and my little scales in the house, and I weigh things. And there's a motorbike going past at the moment, so I'll wait till it goes to. I've got my windows open, and where I live, that either trains going past or motorbikes going, because our tracks at the motorbikes, like, it's gone now. So I could weigh something and it might say 99 grams, and I thought, well, that's okay, it's under 100 grams. But I've taken to the post office before, so I know my scales aren't perfect, and I've weighed them there, and it's been 1 gram over the 100, so I've had to pay the higher price. And that's what I don't like about eBay. I could make a mistake like that, and that person who gets that parcel will have to pay extra to get it from, they'll have to go and collect it themselves and pay the extra because the thing wouldn't have been enough. And AB will take that money off me. That's the way things work. Like, that's what I don't like. That I like to do things for myself and make sure it's correct, the way it's correct, and the money that goes on. So that's what I like. Now, the simple delivery thing, if you just click ordinary, it doesn't give you any other option but that. And you have to download their labels, pay for their labels of AB, and I don't like that, but I managed to work around it. I think one or two other people had. We all managed to work around, and we had a lot of different couriers. It wasn't just Royal Mail. There was Royal Mail and that one that used to be Hermes. I can't remember the name of it. Anyway, there's a lot of different couriers. But now, on that simple delivery, all it is Royal Mail and the Every, that's what you call it. Royal Mail and Every. They don't give you any other choice. And I said the other day, I'll show you what I put up, this little bag. I have this one here, but I also have two other ones that were slightly different. This one has like white across the top, and these ones are just all the same. So this was when I found all this out. I thought I'd put this little bag up. I'll put this one up by itself, and then I'll put the other two up in one listing, but there'll be two people, if two people want to buy it, there's two there for them. So I put this one up first, and I went through what I usually do, go through the process of getting onto Royal Mail, just for me to put what I want, because I thought it might have been a large letter thing, but it's just a little bit too thick, so it has to go in a small parcel. So I was going round and round all these, clicking these things, and it eventually got it onto what I wanted, so that I could take this to the post office myself without AB's label. So that was okay, but that one, so then I thought I'll put the other two up, which were these two. And it didn't matter what I clicked, what I tried, I could not work around it. And it meant that I would have to download the labels from AB. And I don't even know whether my post office takes those, whether I can just take them and drop them off there. I haven't asked the postmaster there, but I've got no intentions of doing their labels. I want to do things myself and make sure it's safe, the weight's right, and the money's right, that's the amount that is on them. So I ended up putting those onto Ko-fi, because I have a Ko-fi and an Etsy shop. And I don't really like Etsy, but I'll use that, if I've got no other choice. And I'm trying the Ko-fi, which is not as a popular site as what AB is. So I sell very little on there, but I thought I'll try them on there. Nobody's looked at them yet, I don't think. Now, if they don't sell on there, I'll try Etsy next. But anyway, just out of curiosity, they have all their labels that come down. They have, the price plus tracking. All of them have tracking on. That's why they're doing this. And, well, I put my knitting patterns up. I sell them for £2. Now, to get a knitting pattern up, a paper pattern up, what I sell, the only thing I could get it through was large letter. It wouldn't let me download the small one in a large letter. They wanted £2.70 something postage. I thought, I'm only getting £2 for the pattern. I usually put just in an ordinary small envelope, and as long as there's not a lot of patterns in, up to a certain number of patterns, I can put an 87p second class stamp on and send it off. So I thought, well, that's no good. So I tried, just out of curiosity, to put one up. I didn't have any to put up, but just out of curiosity, pretended I was trying to upload a pattern. I was just using one of my other patterns, and it didn't matter what I did. It went round and round and round. It would not let me put what I wanted on. So that's my rant for AB. I am sick to death of these changes. Why can they not leave things alone that work and have to do this? And I think a lot of other people will be complaining as well. But I'll have to find out about these label things to see whether my post office takes them or not, and to sort them out, because I know I'm not going to sell very much unless I have them on eBay. Etsy, I have my knitting patterns on Etsy and on Ko-fi, but I also have PDFs on Etsy, which is okay. I'll put PDFs up there because Etsy deals with the VAT that comes with them, because the knitting patterns you don't have VAT on if they're paper patterns, but if they're PDF form, you have to pay. Anybody buying them has to pay the VAT for the different countries. So I won't put PDFs up on Ko-fi because Ko-fi doesn't deal with the VAT. We have to deal with it myself, and I am not going to go through that route. So I only put knitting patterns up on the paper patterns up on Ko-fi. But that's another rant about Etsy, about eBay. It's really annoying me what they're doing, and like I'm saying, they used to give you a lot of different couriers, but they've only seemed to be sticking with the two now, with the Royal Mail and the Every ones. And I don't like Every either, because I know when I get anything off from Every, it doesn't come as quick as what Royal Mail delivers it. So that's that little rant again. So thumbs up and subscribe, and I'll catch on you with another time, so that you know what other rant I'm going to get out. Maybe I should make a playlist in on my channel. Just call it rants, because that's all I seem to do these days. So thumbs up and subscribe, and bye for now.